Don't activate me. Because when I come alive, I don't come alive just presenting half stories. I'm going to bring receipts and facts on facts on facts. Facts on facts on facts. Hello.
I went down.
What's up, people?
Dude,
Sorry we're late.
I cannot help but get down to that.
Shout out to Dawn. Dawn, the producer, the producer, the best producer in the game. If you want some beats and you want a dope produced song, please go to Dawn. All right. Dawn, don't ever say I didn't do nothing good for you. I gave you a shout on the platform.
Facts. Facts on facts on facts.
I need that shirt, man.
Speaking of shirt, we look good today.
We do. To fund the media.
I told Suni, I came up on here because I was like, I need to wear blue for the Jew. So Suni went and got some blue on. And in the background here, it actually says, I love Jews. Yes, we are virtue signaling.
We're virtue signaling for good reason, though. Like, my virtue signal, but most virtue signal is like valid.
Right.
Because if you guys don't follow my Instagram, you're missing out. I have been hosting amazing conversations, trying to somewhat bridge a gap between the Black community and the Jewish community, because obviously there was some sort of disconnect. But they have been coming to my lives in droves. Like, there's even blue check marks. I kind of feel like somebody when they come to my live and request. I'm like, ooh.
Mm. You know, I feel like somebody because I know you, and you brought me into the to the Jew nation.
I call myself the Jewish whisperer.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah, the Jew whisperer. Dude, okay, so this is a funny story. So, you know, me and Suni are in different time zones. So when she's getting ready to take the kids to school, I'm literally just getting out of bed and my phone rings. And this is the first thing out of her mouth. She's like, bruh, I'm the Jew whisperer. And I was like, what?
I was feeling myself yesterday. Yeah, I was feeling myself yesterday, you know? Even you know what's best? What's best is all the Jewish people that came to the live initially ready to fight, yo, they're like my best friend now. They even hit up Mo, like, hey, when you guys are in New York, pull up. Like, hey,
Facts.
listen, y'all coming to the barbecue. I'm having a whole barbecue when I get home.
Yeah.
We're facilitating Mo's house. I'm gonna take over your house. Okay. We're having a bomb ass barbecue.
Okay.
You gotta pull up.
You know how like Black folks say you're not invited to the barbecue or you are invited to the barbecue? Well, with Jewish people, it's the Shabbat dinner. So I just want you to know that me and Suni got told that next time we're in New York, we get to go. We're invited to Shabbat dinner.
We get to go to Shabbat dinner, Sabbath dinner. I'm excited. I've never had Shabbat dinner with a Jew. I've never been around anybody but Black people. That's how limited I am with culture, but not very because I'm super cultured as a Black person.
Yeah. I'm super
And Benz, I see you talking crap in the comment section. She says CP time, yes, colored folks time. All right. Listen, you know what I said? I said we're on time all the time. They'll be all right. I'm on time for everything. Y'all can never talk crap about me. I'm never late for anything.
Actually,
nothing.
I want to say Jewish people are on CPT time also, though.
How? How do you come to that?
If you're in the chat, let us know if you're on CPT time. If you're Jew. Yeah.
If you're Jew, let us know.
If you're Jew, holler out that you're Jew and let us know if you are also on CPT time. Are Jewish people late to everything like Hispanics and Black people are? Because if you are, then there's another similarity. Like it just doesn't get any better.
I feel like I used to think, no, that's a stereotype, but we are kind of late. Why are we late for everything? You ever wonder about that? Like, why are we late for almost everything?
I think because
why does it take us so long?
No, because I think because we get that things don't really start to pop off until a little bit later in the event, right?
Yeah.
Like white people like to show up and like, hi, how you doing? You know, like they like to like, hi, how are you doing? Say hi to everybody. We're like, hey, like we like to come in the door and be like, hey, like,
yeah.
We
You
want to
gotta
get
walk in the
started.
door. Facts. Everybody's there and you walk in and they're like, yo, cuz, what's up? And you get hyped. See? Look, I get it. I
There's a
feel that
purpose.
1000%.
Yep.
I am early but not Jew. Well, my husband's always late. Your husband, I bet you he black. He
Right.
black.
You black.
Shout out to JLP. Love Jesse Lee Peterson.
I'm actually on time a lot.
Are you?
Yeah. I prefer to be on time. I don't like to be late. But
Depends on
I
what it is.
I have to start getting ready like 2-3 hours before.
I ain't got to do that.
I
I'm
do.
an t-shirt, jeans, go wash my face, do my hair, and then I'm out the door.
Lucky you.
Out the door.
I don't like to be rushed. Okay, I like to take my time. Suni has sat with me while I get ready in the morning. It's
It's
what?
a process.
No, it's not. Tell the people the truth that it's like 10 minutes.
There was not 10 minutes, bro. Unless it was taking longer because you were talking to me. She was walking me through the whole makeup process because I
Mhm.
don't know how to apply makeup. I don't know
Right.
any of the tools. I don't know anything about makeup. But I will say it takes Mo much longer than me to get ready. I'm ready very quickly.
You
Now,
guys,
are you the type of person, right, that's like, you need to wait for me to get ready, but when I'm ready to go, you better be ready? Or do you wait for everybody else?
I'm the person. Okay, here's the thing. I'm that person because I start getting ready so early. And Dave, like, he generally waits till the last minute. He's like you, like, he waits till the last minute, right? So then, you know how the guys are. They're like, oh, I got to take a shit real quick. Like, as soon as you're about to walk out the door, right? I'm ready. Okay. So I'm that person that once I'm ready, I'm in the car started. I got that car. I'm like, you better be ready to move.
See, bro, don't listen. If it took you 3 hours, don't be rushing me. Nah. No, Mo's not white. She doesn't even look white. What are you talking about?
I'm not even a little bit white. Okay. Let me just take you through really quick my ancestry DNA. Okay. Which I just found out I have a little bit of Liberia in me now. So now, like, my African heritage has gone from, like, it dropped first because they like spread out my DNA. So it went from 18% African, like African DNA, right, to 13%, and now it's back up to 16%. But my dad is from Puerto Rico, my mom's from Argentina, but my bloodline, my DNA resides in Portugal, the majority, right? Portugal, Spain, and Africa and France are like the top 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
You want to know what I am? I'm a nigga.
It doesn't say that. You said you were a Cherokee, or what tribe? What tribe you on?
No, my grandparents are Choctaw and Chickasaw. But still, even then, like, I don't feel like there's anything special about me. I'm American. There's not I don't have any special, like, oh, I'm from this country or that country. Not saying that America's not special, because it is. I love America. But
Right.
I'm very basic. I didn't get all the extra things. Now, sometimes when people look at me, they'll be like, do you have Asian in you because of my eyes? And I'm like, no, I don't have any. There's no Asian. But there is Native, and they tend to have chinky eyes. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I get, what's weird? Like, I know that my skin is really light, but usually I get that people think I'm either Middle Eastern. So when my hair is dark, they
Really?
think I'm Middle Eastern. Yeah. But when they see that body, okay, they're like, you got something in you. You can't be white. You got too many curves to be a white girl. Okay?
Dang. Why you crapping on my people, bruh? Why you have to tell?
What do you say?
Chickasaw were major slave owners.
Ooh.
I know, but you know what? We weren't chattel slave owners.
Damn.
There's
Okay,
a difference.
Massa. Okay, Massa Susu.
Don't do that. Look, my mom, I remember my mother. My mother showed me a picture of my great grandfather, and she said, "Here's the slave master." And I'm like, "What?" I think I showed you a picture of him.
Dang.
White man.
Oh, you
right?
did tell. Yeah, you did show
I
me that
did.
picture. Mm-hmm.
Wild. But this is why I don't want reparations, because I wouldn't qualify.
Yep.
Leave me alone. I would never qualify anyway.
Yeah, I don't want reparations. I don't need one more thing I need to pay taxes on. Okay,
Still the taxes.
for real,
Taxes.
for
Nah, but
real.
guys, we've had an awesome week discussing current events and just ongoing issues with the Jewish community. Mo, me and Mo hosted an awesome live. It wasn't even
Awesome.
supposed to be about that. We were just supposed to go live and discuss Kanye and a few other things.
Mm-hmm.
And I had hit up Maytar. Shout out to Maytar if you're watching. Thank you for being brave enough to come on and talk to me. I know a lot of people are intimidated to talk to me. I don't necessarily understand why, but I get it. And she was bold, bro. She came on by herself and she held it down 10 toes, and she stood her square. But what was amazing is the inbox that Mo got. And I'll let you discuss that, because that was actually awesome to read. That
Which
she came to
one?
that conclusion. Well,
Oh, yeah. Okay, wait. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I still have it. Did I send it to you?
you
In
did. Hold on. Maybe I could pull it up.
Here it is. Here it is. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Okay, so Maytar said, "Hey, thank you for last night. I wanted to retract what I had said, but it's difficult now as it is posted. I mentioned about the law of not outing another Jew, and I was wrong. So if you guys were on that live and you remember, our boy Murray came on and he was like, "No, Maytar, you're wrong. We're supposed to
Mm-hmm.
call each other out when we're wrong." Because she said that Jews don't do that. They generally keep it kind of under the rug, right? So
Mm-hmm.
she said, "I think what I said will be quite damaging, and some might think we don't condemn bad behavior. We do have a law as to how we go about it, but I understood it in a different context." So she wanted to come on live with us again because she wanted to personally clarify that to you guys, which I thought was really cool. You know, like she wasn't just like, "Hey, pass this along to your viewers." She wanted to come on. But because today is the start of the Sabbath, she
Mm-hmm.
obviously is observing the Sabbath, so she cannot. So we're going to do a live with her maybe next week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome to see her come to that conclusion. And you can see her come to this conclusion while we were live. You
Yeah.
can see, you can see it. Because at one point, I was being rough on her. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't want to hear your sob stories. I say the same thing to black folks. But then I started to really resonate with what she was saying, because much like the black community, I think Jews are also really fed scare tactics to make them always weary of anything that goes on. It's like the black community. We see the KKK around every corner.
Right.
Racism is here, white supremacy is there. And I think they took what Kanye, not even think, I know they took what he said completely out of context. But nonetheless, that conversation bridged a gap and built relationships with people.
Mm-hmm.
And they've actually, we're just being honest, they've actually opened the doors for us to even have access to bigger influencers to come on and talk. And now there's a Burrell Solomon. He came on
Yeah.
live with me last night, and we got to sit and talk. And he was just like, "Look, let's just bridge the gap. Let me know when you guys want to go live again, and we can discuss a few things." So we're going to be doing more lives like that, where we talk to the Jewish community, share experience, not sit and do the trauma bond thing, but really express that, hey, we're kind of one and the same in this.
Mm-hmm.
How do we move forward? Because if we're going to be honest, they do have ties to everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. They showed that with simply showing up the way they did.
Yeah, and I can really understand just with like the little bit of interaction we have had with them. I can really understand how people kind of get sucked in. I don't want to say sucked in like it's a bad thing, but like easily drawn into doing business with Jewish people because
Yeah.
they are so welcoming and they are so nice. Many of them,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to say anything's weird going on, but they are so nice and so welcoming and wanting to help, which I think is really cool, and also speaks to what came out of some of the trauma that they experienced. Also, that they turned
Mm-hmm.
around and they said, "We want to help others too." Now, there's probably
Yeah,
some bad apples out there. Okay, there is some bad
of
apples out
course.
there, just like there is with any group, but I think it's cool.
It is cool. I've
It
had
is
fun with
cool.
them. Shout out to Murray. I know you're watching. On you're either watching on Mo's Instagram. I know you can see the comments on Instagram. He is hilarious, bro.
Murray's the bomb.
Murray was like, Suni, I'm from the hood too. And I'm like, what? He said, yeah, look, you don't crack. He said, I hate that black people don't crack. And I said, Murray, if you can give me this quote, you're invited to the barbecue. I said, crack is whack, crack is cheap. And he said, Whitney Houston. Bro, I lost it. I
That's
lost
funny.
it.
Yeah.
They gave me so much joy. But the topic we're having, guys, is we have to be able to talk to each other across the board, figure out our differences, and find where we align. And that's what's been happening for the past week, which is awesome. It's
Mhm.
awesome. I hope to have more conversations with them for real. That was
Yeah.
so fun.
Same. And you know, both Suni and I were talking and we were like, we're both really over the trauma bonding conversations that go on online. Where people just sit there and talk about the same thing over and over and over again. Like, we really felt empowered by the conversation last week to say, let's have more of this, because we feel like it was a different conversation and we've been receiving nothing but positive feedback on that. So
Yeah,
we want to do
all
more.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to the Jews. I ain't got no problem with you, bro. But look, I'm gonna set the tone right now. All right, so there's no confusion. If you are coming for Candace and you are coming for Kanye, it's on site. That's how they are about their people. It's on site. So, thirsty souls, you come into my lives every time I go live, sis. I see you. Just cam up. You can cam up. And look, I'm
She's
a
here
very
again.
diplomatic person. Only on Instagram. I don't know if she's on YouTube. Every time I go live on YouTube, she's there without fail. I see her. Come talk to me. It's all right. You got to stop being so emotional over these things.
You really do. Like, it doesn't look good that you're talking so much shit on your stories and you don't want to come in here and talk to us.
Like, that's crazy. How you gonna talk? How are you gonna talk about Candace, which is the GOAT and a mentor to a lot of us, especially young Black people? There's a lot of young Black people that she inspires and she mentors them just with simply existing.
Right.
Come on, bro. Do better. Please do better.
Oh, damn. We're going to talk about sports. Cue the NFL
We are?
music.
This is the only topic that I can get Mo to get excited about.
Listen, sports does not excite me. Let's just make that very clear. But you guys are going to love my sports commentary, okay? I do a couple of sports videos now. Don't get it twisted. I have
What sports video?
I mean, I've been covering the David Ariza rape case, right? And I talk about LeBronica every now and then, and you know,
LeBronica.
Yeah, like every once in a while. You know, I do a little roast. I like to, you know what I like? Okay, this is it. Okay, truth be told, I just watch football to look at guys in tight pants. And I think it's cute, like the little dances that they do at the end zone. Like, I think that's kind of is a celebration.
It's so cute.
It's cute. And I also watch football to like comment on the outfits.
On whose outfits? On their uniforms or the
football
cheerleaders?
players? No, the football players. The outfits.
See, while we're on the topic of the NFL, did you see the first tranny a part of the Panthers cheerleading squad? Did you see it?
No, show me right now.
This hurt my heart. Every time I watch the Panthers play, I have to see. I mean, we're on YouTube. Listen. Shout out to you. I don't know your name, but you're amazing.
To
wink,
who?
wink. The transgender cheerleader. We have to support them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're Black. I'm just not even going to talk about this because if I do, we're both getting canceled.
Can you show me a picture?
I can show you. Yeah, I'll definitely show you.
Because you know I'll talk about it.
You look. You got it. I refuse to do it.
You know I'll be talking about it. Shoot.
I feel comfortable, but just not on other people's stuff. Like if your stuff wasn't up here, I'd be like, bleep. but I can't. Hold on, here it is. This is why we're on the topic of the NFL. First transgender
What?
cheerleader in Charlotte, North Carolina. Boom.
You're joking.
Bro, I turn my head when I'm watching the game and they do a flashby, and I'm like, this, no, no,
Wow.
no.
She said,
Right? Why did it have to be the Panthers? Why, like,
is that your team, Suni?
dang, that is my team. I
Well,
love
look
the
what they're saying.
Panthers.
Look what they're saying. Who watches the Panthers anyway?
You're a hater. You're a hater, bro. A lot of people watch the Panthers. See, this is what happens when you have bandwagon fans and not fans of the actual sport. I am a fan of the sport. I'm a fan of potential dynasty teams. And had Cam been the quarterback that he started out as, Panthers would be in a completely different spot. But that's not the case. But don't be hating on my Panthers, bro.
Okay,
You can hate on the Cowboys all you want, but don't hate on my Panthers.
Let's not get too crazy with the sports talk. Okay, you can't talk beyond my level of knowledge. Okay, we're here to talk about petty. Well, not petty. We're here to talk about Jon Gruden. Okay,
Yes.
so Suni. So I have a plug, and Suni's husband has been suggesting some stuff, right? And this is one of the things. I also have a plug that knows my style of like ratchet talk of sports, and my love of ratchetness. So he often, suggests things to me. And
Yes.
this one was very interesting because if you guys don't remember this, Jon Gruden, like 10 years ago, wrote an email. What did the email say, Suni? Something about big lips.
It came along the lines of he was referring to black players of having rubber lips.
Rubber lips?
Rubber lips. And his explanation was rubber lips means that he's a liar. But they felt like, of course, we're in a time where you have people who are hypersensitive. They felt like he was making fun of black people's full lips, and he got the axe for that. But what's interesting is he initiated a lawsuit, right? And the NFL is trying to keep this quiet.
Yeah.
Why are they trying to keep this quiet? Because Jon Gruden has the keys to the city when it comes to the NFL.
Yeah.
He knows other players, other coaches have just as much dirt going on as he does. So the NFL is doing their hardest to keep this behind closed doors. They don't want a public hearing, which is what he wants. They want to settle in court. And there was a specific name you brought up. What was the name you brought up? Because we were trying to figure out who the person was.
Okay, so I'm gonna get to that, but it was I think it's John Schneider. He's over the Redskins. Oops, the Commanders. Sorry.
The Deadskins, it's okay.
The Deadskins. Okay, so let me just back up for a second. So a couple of Thursdays ago, okay, there was a hearing in Las Vegas because the NFL has been trying to keep this from going to a public hearing. So there was a hearing in Las Vegas, and the judge, who is Nancy Alf, refused to issue a stay in the case ahead of an expected appeal. So meaning she's not allowing the NFL to keep trying to push this out of court. Okay. So it says here that there is growing concern around the NFL about the litigation, wherein Gruden alleges Goodell and the league were behind the leak of the derogatory emails. The NFL denied it was the source of the emails, which led to Gruden's resignation. The judge denied the NFL's motion to dismiss the case at a hearing in May. Okay, so it was more than a couple Thursdays ago. And then last week, the judge also denied the NFL's motion to compel arbitration, which would have put proceedings out of public view, which means they can be in public view. The current NFL constitution and bylaws, a document the league's lawyers had sought to keep under seal, was disclosed in the case, according to the court documents obtained by the FOS. So there are people that say, my friend says that The NFL will always protect the shield. This will never go to court. He swears up and down this will never go to court. But I'm thinking the way things are going in the world, it's going to go to court and the NFL is about to get exposed. What do you think?
I kind of agree with you on this one.
Mhm.
I do, just
Mhm.
because it's in the local news, right?
Right.
We're gonna see. I hate this. I hate this sports show, but Skip and Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp. I can see them potentially talking about this, depending on how far this goes. They're
Mhm.
going to. Shannon Sharp is black. He'll be black to the day he dies, till the fall.
Right.
He gonna talk about this because they had a huge issue with what John Gruden said.
Mhm.
But I'm glad that the judge is siding with the coach. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Not that I want to see scandal go down, right? But it
Yeah,
is
well, I
kind of.
do. I want to see scandal. No. I want to
You
see the
do?
scandal. Oh, I want to see it go all the way down. Okay. I'm gonna be there like with popcorn, with snacks, with all kinds of stuff. Listen, I I will get, you know me, I like to watch the court cases. I love a juicy court case. I will sit, Suni knows I'm the one to talk to if you need an update on how a case is going because I watch the cases.
She definitely had my whole household because my husband was obsessed with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Mo. I used to tell her every day, like, bro, please stop posting about this so I have to stop hearing about it. But she is
Right.
the person to talk to when this is going on. So if it does go on, you can best believe we're going to cover it. I can't wait.
And apparently, you guys, see, you're gonna be so, shout me out in the chat right now if you're freaking impressed with like how I'm talking about this, because you would never know that I'm a rookie and I know nothing about sports. I don't even know what John Gruden, what his title is. I don't know anything about him. But listen to this, okay? This is what's dangerous about this situation. Okay, so apparently he has been offered several settlements and has denied them. He's like, this is not about the
Mm-hmm.
money for me. He's out for blood. Okay. He's out for blood. And I think he's going to get it. And if he does get it, and this has to go to a public trial, that means that now the NFL is open to discovery because I learned that in the Johnny Depp trial. And now they can go and be like, okay, now we got to see all the emails. So this is where John Schneider comes in. Per my friend, I don't know anything about this situation.
Mm-hmm.
He's also been wrapped up in some
He
scandal.
has. I have the article pulled
And
up, by the way.
right. And my friend's prediction is that he's going to be the first to fall if this does go to court and starts, exposing more emails. Boom.
Ooh.
What do y'all think about
So
that?
Dan Schneider engaged in unlawful financial conduct House Committee. Ooh. Who is alleged to have committed financial crimes, including failing to report ticket revenue, withholding
Mhm.
refundable deposits from seasoned subscribers. A House panel disclaims lawmakers from the House Committee on Oversight and Reform made the allegations against Snyder and the commanders in a letter to the Federal Trade Commission on Tuesday.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And the rumor was that he was actually the guy that leaked the emails. But then I guess that got proven wrong. So put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys think that this is going to go to a public trial.
I think it will. Just because of all the extra stuff that's come out. I don't see how it can't. I don't see how you can't talk about this with all this information out. And here's the actual
Well,
wow. Here's the actual House Committee letter. Dang.
hey. Listen, I mean, can you really name a case that, I mean, there's probably been several cases against the NFL or lawsuits. Have you ever heard of one actually going to trial?
No. Actually, I haven't.
So this would be like unprecedented. This is why we have to do some heavy coverage. This could take several years though. I will say that it could take several years, but
I can see that.
we need to cover it.
Maybe yeah. I can see it taking a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
the fact that this is happening is going to be actually pretty interesting in the sports world.
Yeah.
I want to see how many players come out after this, depending on who picks it up and who speaks on it. And if players will speak out at all, I think once again this ties back to Kanye.
Mhm.
He's giving these like top tier celebrities the inspiration to speak out on stuff. Like,
Mhm.
why keep hiding it? Talk about it.
Right.
What are they gonna do?
Exactly.
We run entertainment and sports. Black people need to understand that. If you
Yeah.
quit, there is no NFL, there is no NBA, there is no hip hop, nothing. Leverage. Please leverage. I hope they
Mhm.
speak out about it. We'll see what happens though.
And, I've been watching, like, I like to watch Vlad TV interviews all the time, like, because he
A
always
fed.
listen, I love Vlad. I love me some
Vlad's a
Vlad.
fed.
I don't care. I love Vlad. I love it. Okay, so I was watching Vlad, and he was interviewing an older football player. I can't remember his name, but he had a lot of drugs and drinking problems. That doesn't really narrow it down. But anyways, he was saying that he's not really like bothered by these John Gruden emails because he's like, this is how we talk all the time, like in the locker room. You know what I mean?
Really?
And he's like, yeah, and this was a black dude saying it. And he was like, he's been around black men his whole life, like coaching black men his whole life. Like he probably thinks he can say shit like that.
Right. That's
You know,
interesting. That is
damn,
interesting.
he really is a Fed. Why do you say he's a Fed?
Yo, Vlad is a Fed because the reason I say he's a Fed, and shout out to you in the chat. You already know what's good. Because he asks very op-like questions. So if he knows a rapper has some sort of ongoing beef or they're dealing with some court proceeding or there's some scandal, he'll ask about it in a roundabout way to get you to speak on things. Like if you're kind of enthralled in the culture, then asking too many questions is going to paint you as an op, right? And no
Mhm.
one has really called Vlad out, which makes me think, what do you got going on that you, as a white man, can come into this circle and question anybody about their criminal history, their dealings, current court proceedings, scandals, and then you profit off of it?
Yeah.
It's just weird. Deej, I don't like Deej.
Same.
I can't stand Vlad, bro. Like, I'll watch his interviews for sure, but
Yeah.
he asks some very op-like questions.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm still gonna watch him. I don't care what you.
She don't even care. I'm watching the Fed. I can't wait
mean,
to see. I personally can't wait to see Vlad go down. I would
damn.
rather watch No Jumper, the podcast, than watch Vlad. Sorry. Have you
Okay.
ever watched No Jumper?
Nope. You have to
You
send
gotta
it to
watch
me.
that too. Yeah,
Okay.
it's dope.
Next subject.
The next subject we have is PayPal. This was a
This is a good
topic
one.
that so I didn't take the whole PayPal thing serious, guys.
Nope.
Mo actually read the user agreements. I did not pay attention to it, but it definitely affected me full circle. And I'll let you explain because I had no clue about this.
Okay. So PayPal sent out a email saying that they were updating their user agreement, and the update was that they were going to that if you agreed to their user agreement, that meant that if they asked you for information regarding your social media or anything else, like if you have websites that are tied to your PayPal, they reserve the right to look at that stuff and make a judgment on you on whether they want to represent you as a client with their company, right? But they would fine you $2,500 and remove you from the platform. And when I say fine, I'm not saying like they send you a bill in the mail. Like if you have money in your account, they would take it out, or they would hold money in your account for up to 6 months. Well, then they came out. There was all this outrage because Candace started posting about it. I just want to say I posted about it before Candace. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But I can say something, Candace says it, and it's like, oh, did you see this?
Yeah.
Anyways. So she starts posting about it, and then all of a sudden PayPal starts seeing like this drop of people just dropping them. Their stock dropped, everything. So then they came out and they were like, "Oh, that was a mistake. It was an error. We didn't mean to make that policy. Somebody missed it and it went out by mistake." So they
Right.
said that that wasn't the case. Well, we are now seeing that a lot of people are reporting they are getting fined or dropped by PayPal, and yours truly over here
Yeah.
is one of them.
Yeah. I hold on. Where's the actual email? So I got an email from PayPal saying they needed to review some information from me. And I'm like, for what? Like, what did I do? And I'm like, okay, whatever. So they asked for your US pass, they asked for an ID, proof that you are fulfilling your orders. And my order hadn't been fulfilled yet. So I went through and sent them that it was actually in production. And they asked for the name of my business, how it was registered, where all this stuff, right? So I go through and I send them every screenshot they could possibly ask for. And then right after that, I get this message that my information is being reviewed and that it would take 3 business days for them to get back to me. Well, it took them less than 24 hours to send me this message back saying, after a review, we decided to permanently limit your account as we found potential risk associated with it. And so I emailed them back and said, I gave you everything you asked for. What risk? Like, what's wrong with my account?
Mm-hmm.
And this, listen, I've had my store for months now. I've sold little things here and there. I've sent out all types of things. So I've had things coming in and out of PayPal for a good 2 months. It's been there. But I ended up making this shirt that said DEFCON 3 on it, 2022. And it gained popularity. There were a lot of people going to the store. If I my personal information wasn't on there, I would show you the metrics on my website.
Mm-hmm.
Sales skyrocket. I had a lady make almost a $200 purchase and purchase this specific shirt. And that's when I get this email that I can no longer do business with them. And they're not really responding with what exactly that I did. If I sent you everything you asked for, I'm proving that I'm an actual business. I can operate as a commercial, sell my things. What's the problem?
Mm-hmm.
I
The
thought
problem.
this was like when they were talking about this, even Bryson, when Bryson was talking about this, I'm like, bro, I use PayPal for my store. I don't know if this is people being hypersensitive because conservatives react to a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then it actually affected me, and I was just like, what the? How can you? This is literally messing with people's pockets. How can you just put a stop to what someone is doing? Well, I don't like your shirt. So, like
Yeah.
you're hindering capitalism at this point. I can't make money in the market unless
Mm-hmm.
I do it how you want me to do it. Is what
Yep.
I learned from this situation.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, it's like I don't know how they're getting away with this. That they flat out came and said that they weren't going to change the policy. They weren't going to do that, and now they are. Like
Hmm.
how? Like I've got to think that they're opening themselves up for a lawsuit because
I would think so.
because I got an email saying that that was a miscommunication from PayPal and did not get an email saying otherwise when it apparently
Mm.
switched back. So I don't know.
Hey, this here it is, guys. Not making this up.
And I have heard somebody told me that PayPal and Venmo are also connected. So if you have a Venmo account, now
Really?
I did not get a Venmo email saying that policies had changed. And I've been meaning to go and look at the Venmo. But for me, it's going to be a little bit tricky with that because I do have some things that are like they can only go through Venmo or PayPal,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And people who are opening e-commerce businesses, how tedious and expensive it is to accept credit cards. So
Mhm.
these things we need. If you don't want to go through all those things and pay for all these extra, like it costs money.
Yeah.
It costs money. And you really can't set any other pay up other than
Mhm.
Amazon. And who uses Amazon Pay? I've never even seen anybody use that. So they
Yeah.
have completely, I can't make sales anymore at this
Mhm.
point unless unless I figure something else out, dude, I can't make sales. They completely blocked my account permanently. No answer, no response. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't violate any of their terms. I made a shirt that said DEFCON 3. Like I said before, I've been selling shirts no problem until this specific shirt came out.
Mm-hmm.
And now my account is gone. It's freaking whack.
Yeah. But there are, okay, so there are companies that are not doing this. Like, I know that there are companies that are like supporting freedom. The problem is that the companies that like our merches are tied to are not partnered with those companies for
Yeah,
payment. See, that's the problem with it.
it's whack.
Yeah.
Someone
It's
said I
very
heard this morning that it was put back in their policy.
this
Oh,
morning. I mean, it was obviously put back before this morning.
yeah, it had to be because that was that a week ago? Almost a week ago we talked about that?
Oh, look, somebody said change your name and link it to a different bank account and it will work.
See, if I do that, that will affect my other account in which I do a lot of things through. And I can't afford to have that PayPal account messed up. I just can't.
Because you guys have
Especially
to
with it
remember
being,
she's in another country, so
yeah, I can't. If I was home and I could have an alternative way to do things, then I would. But I don't know. I'll have to figure out how I'm going to fix this because I have so many awesome pieces of merch that I can now no longer sell because PayPal decided I don't like your shirt and I don't like what you talk about, so you're done. Which is it's when you really think about it, man, that's really fucked up. It's
mhm.
really messed up to do.
Yeah.
Really. And it sounds, you know what? It's racist because I'm black and I'm going to use the black card. How about that? Cash
Matthew
app?
says, but you can't, but see, like if you have a merch store through a company, like who do you use, Suni?
Shopify.
Shopify, they are the ones that like require you to go through the
Hmm.
PayPals or the Venmos, or they don't have Cash App as
Yeah.
as an option for people to pay.
And even if I did that, they could come after me for taxes because that's another thing that PayPal and all these other businesses that operates in e-commerce, that's another thing market that they've dominated.
Mhm.
Um, it's a tedious thing. That's what I will say. It's not an easy thing to start up an online business and sell your shirts, and now they're making it even more difficult. So
Yeah,
the oppression is real.
really
It's real.
is.
I feel oppressed.
I feel oppressed too. But I'm hoping that now that we're good with the Jews, that maybe that'll change for us.
Yeah, maybe they'll listen. You can hit up PayPal, bro, and tell them that I'm a supporter
Mhm.
of the Jewish community. This is not right. Like legit, this is actually really messed up. I know
Right.
I'm kidding and I'm playing, but this really once I got that email, that really messed me up, bro.
This, this is funny. They want conservatives off their platform. They think that they will get more money from another group. Here's the thing about it, though. A lot of non-conservatives are living off government assistance. Either they're or they don't work enough, or they don't have businesses because they're anti-capitalism. So that's
Mhm.
going to bite them in the ass. Like that's not going to work out for them.
Phew. Payout. Yeah, dude. I have to figure it out. I'm looking at it now. This is crazy. I'm looking at it now. It says supported payment methods. PayPal and Amazon. There's
Yep,
nothing else for me to use.
I'm telling you.
I can't use anything else, bro. this,
Yeah.
this is so messed up.
Anyways, did we have another topic, or can I bring one up?
No, we can just bring up anything, culture, whatever rocks. Something funny.
So, yeah, let's bring up something funny. So, I was talking earlier today about this Nancy Pelosi attack. I think you joined my live when we were talking about it.
I did see that.
Okay, shout out in the chat. Please drop a one in the chat if you heard that Nancy Pelosi and her husband were assaulted with hammers, or her husband was assaulted with hammers. Let me clarify that. Drop a one in the chat. Now, this is what. Okay, can you go to my stories, Suni? Actually, I can do
Yeah.
this shit. I can do this shit. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Okay. You do it
Hold
then.
on. Can I do it?
I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to go to my story. Just be patient with me.
I bet you I get to it before you do.
No, you don't. Bam.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Here it goes. Dude, I hate that the audio doesn't come.
Police officers were dispatched to the residence of Speaker Nancy Pelosi regarding an A priority well-being check. When the officers arrived on scene, they encountered an adult male and Mr. Pelosi's husband, Paul. Our officers observed Mr. Pelosi and the suspect both holding a hammer. The suspect pulled the hammer away from Mr. Pelosi and violently assaulted him with it. Our officers immediately tackled the suspect, disarmed him, took him into custody, requested emergency backup, and rendered medical aid. The suspect has been identified as 42-year-old David DePepe.
Okay. And then I said my next slide was like, this shit smells like juicy schmolly. Smollett. Yeah. Do y'all remember?
Yay.
Yeah. Do y'all remember when Juicy got attacked on the below 22-degree streets of Chicago, going out to get a Subway sandwich, right? And he had a noose around his neck and bleach. So he got back to his penthouse and he kept the noose around his neck, right? To make sure he wasn't destroying evidence, right? So I laughed when this dude said the police arrived at the residence and Paul and Nancy were holding hammers. Like, I just imagined them like standing there like this, right? But this was my point, okay? Like, first of all, the guy's 42 years old, okay? He manages to get into the Speaker of the House's residence. Like, she doesn't have any security or anybody like watching the front. So I'm thinking, okay, did they go onto like a website like radicalizeme.com and find somebody and be like put like an ad up there, right? Like the classifieds and like, hey, we're looking for somebody who wants to stage a hate crime or a crime. Please reply. It's a quick 15, 20K and you won't do time because I'm the Speaker of the House, right? So the 42-year-old guy responds and he's like, "Beep, pick me." And Nancy's like, "Okay, here's what you do." Wait, I gotta act like Nancy. She's drunk, right? She's drinking and she's like, "Here, yeah."
Make sure you do the.
She's smoking a ciggy. Oh, okay. She's a smoker, right? She's smoking
I don't
a
know.
ciggy. Okay. So she's like, "Here's what you do. You come to my house. I'm gonna give you the password to get past the security. You don't need to bring anything. We have hammers. In fact, they're assault hammers, which I'm also going to create a bill to ban shortly after this event happens, okay? So they get there, she's like, "Me and Paul are going to be holding the hammers, right?" So this dude comes in and he takes the hammer from Paul thinking, "Oh, I'm going to hit Nancy, right?" Cuz like why would you be standing in front of Paul and Nancy and choose Paul? You know what I mean? So he's like, "Oh, I gotta hit Paul, right?" So he hits Paul, and then that's it. And then they call the police, and he just he just skirt like what? He stayed there, like the dude just stayed. So he didn't hit Paul and then run off because there was obviously no security. He stayed there. Can y'all make sense of this for me?
Wait, didn't they say he yelled something?
Did he? Oh God. Do you think maybe he was maybe the guy was actually like their drug dealer, right? Maybe he was their drug dealer and he was coming through with the plug and things went bad. Like the drug deal went wrong and he beat Paul with a hammer. What do y'all think? I need to hear your conspiracy theories in the chat.
Suspect shouted, "Where's Nancy?"
See, I knew y'all are my people, man. I knew that you guys would come through. So basically it was embeds. She said basically it was Tom McDonald, Robin Freeman. He yelled, "Hangover." Drug dealer is most likely explanation I've heard.
Where's Nancy?
Dude, you know what? Somebody's got to do a TikTok just reenacting that whole thing.
Yo, if I was that creative, bro, I would do it.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Pause. Why is the glass on the outside of the door?
What?
Did you guys see that?
What are you talking about?
So I'm looking at the what do you call it? The helicopter view of Nancy's home.
Oh, let's look at that. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, I want you guys to tell me what you think about this. Where's Nancy? That's funny.
Is this where he came in through?
Yes. Do you see the glass? Hold on, let me play it really quick.
And demanded to see.
Let me rewind it. Okay. So, boom. Next.
Oh, that's him.
Do you see the glass? Why is it not on the inside? Like, if he broke in from that side of the door, why is the glass on the outside of the residence?
Wait, show it again.
Okay. I just realized, like, I'm just sitting there watching it. Why the fuck is this breaking news, bro? Nobody cares about Nancy's old decrepit ass.
Look at the smug look on that punk's face.
Where's the glass is on the outside of the door?
That is real suspect. That's real suspect.
I bet you they label him a Trump supporter.
You know what, you guys? Let me tell you something, okay? So I live in Dallas where George Bush Jr. lives, okay? He lives pretty close to me. And you can't even, I mean, I know he was a former president, but she is the Speaker of the House, right? So if something happened, she would be in charge. So you can't even like go on blocks next to his house. There is Secret Service everywhere, like in a 3-4 block radius. Unless you live on that street, you can't even. There's Secret Service sitting in cars like a half a mile out from the house. So you can't tell me that Nancy Pelosi's house was just open, free game and shit. Like, you don't think she had like a little snippety ass dog in the backyard that would have barked or anything?
Bruh, hold on. Wait. After officers gave command for both men to drop the hammer, the suspect pulled it from Pelosi's grip and violently attacked him with it. Bro, what?
First of all, her grip. Dude, when you're an alcoholic, you ain't got no grip. Your shit's shaky. What grip? She had that vodka bottle in one hand and the hammer in another.
Oh my God. Calling her actions life-saving. Oh my God.
We need to find out. Listen, that dude, the guy that they showed the picture of, that dude looks like like the school shooters look. Like, I'm telling you, there's a website out there for people to be like radicalized.
I have one more question.
It's on the dark web. What?
Why did the officers not shoot him if he was attacking someone with a deadly weapon such as a hammer? Why'd they tackle him?
I don't know.
Like, I'm about to look, y'all need to look at this picture. We're
gonna talk about Elon and Twitter in a little bit, you guys. So hold on.
Yeah, we will talk about Elon and Twitter.
Suni, what about the pickaxe?
that bitch was crazy. I don't look. It's some crazy folk. Come on, y'all. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. What?
That is not. No.
Where is the glass on the inside of the house? I know I'm not tripping. Did they sweep it up?
And did you see the size of that guy? Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So he reached in and opened the door. I was about to say. But were those two doors open like that when they arrived? Like, this is a very weird picture. Like, these two doors.
I don't know. Nancy, we don't believe all women, bitch. And you drink. So you could have. I don't believe this. I'm sorry. I don't believe this.
Angry conservative wants to come up. What do you want to say? What is I don't understand.
Not today, bro. I see you in the chat though. Thanks for your support. Are we supposed to believe an 82-year-old drunk held his own with a 40-year-old man? That's what I'm saying. Like, how did police get there so fast? Look, police don't even. Where does she live?
DC, obviously.
Police don't even pull up to black neighborhoods that fast. How are they pulling up to your neighborhood that fast? Because you're
Especially since
Pelosi?
you're defunding them. Dude, it doesn't make sense. I'm telling you. And they've already come out and blamed it on the MAGA people.
They have?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay. You know Chuck Schumer's talking.
What is he saying? Oh, he's saying some stuff.
A dastardly act. The Senate minority, Mitch McConnell, said he was horrified and disgusted by the reports of the assault and grateful to hear that Paul is on track to make a full recovery and that law enforcement, including their stellar Capitol Police, are on the case.
Dude, so my dad, he said, he sent me this message on WhatsApp because I sent him that video, and he's like, since Nancy supports defunding the police, perhaps she did not want to appear hypocritical by having extra police protection. She's in San Francisco. My dad said San Francisco is a manure pool. I hope they don't try to find a MAGA angle. Well, they did.
Oh, so she's in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's right. She's in San Francisco. That house is in San Francisco. That's even.
See? That wasn't no damn. If any, look. Let's just say this did happen, right? If anything, the citizens are pissed off with her about how shitty of a representative she is in her district. So if he came in there, where's Nancy? He was probably mad that you're a shit politician and it has nothing to do with Trump.
Yeah.
She's a crappy politician.
Mhm.
Look, he looks homeless. I'm not talking about the guy. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. But he looks homeless and he looks like he has some sort of mental thing going on with the picture that they showed. Bro, hey, look, you should have had a gun, Nancy, because he would have fucked around and found out real quick.
Right?
Shot his ass.
Listen,
him.
obviously something was wrong in his head, because if you took the hammer and hit Paul and not Nancy, something was wrong with you.
Look,
Just saying.
a right-wing nudist activist from Canada.
Maybe it was McDonald.
So if anything, you should blame Tom McDonald, like Ben said.
But you know what, you guys see this? He's homeless and a drug addict. That makes it really easy for him to just be nobody. You see what I'm saying? Like, see, that's the other thing. Like, a school shooting happens and it takes weeks for us to find out the name, for them to release the name. This shit happens and it's like instantaneously, we got a name, we got the dude's age, we got a picture.
Yes.
A little too convenient.
Convenient.
Nancy was there because, as you heard in the video, it said the police arrived to find Nancy and Paul.
Both of them holding a fucking. I'm gonna hold a hammer, bro. You look, see. You know what? I hope these events make constituents look at the ridiculous laws that they're passing for gun control. She could have easily shot this guy and she would have been well within her right to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. And she's running for re-election in 2022. All right. This came out in January. Vote her out. She is almost 90-some years old. Vote her old ass out. She needs to go bye-bye.
Yep. What does it say? Paul had to invite him over. Glass doors broken from the inside. Paul convinced the suspect to let him go to the bathroom, and Paul called 911. What? Wow, that's a hell of a theory.
You really
looked into it.
You really dug into that.
Hattie. All right. Shall we move on to the Twitter?
Elon Musk. So I will say this publicly. I was very, very skeptical of the whole Elon Musk thing. Mo knows I was, because we had some men acting very beta-ish because I didn't see the value in Elon Musk buying Twitter, because what is he going to change? I need to see him actually do something before I hop on this train of, Elon is going to save First Amendment speech. Now I'm still in question of his not exactly knowing if he believes that hate speech is censorship or not. We'll see. But
Mhm.
Elon Musk has officially stepped in as the new owner of Twitter, and he's been firing people left and right.
Mhm.
I like it. He
He's
reinstated
showing
Trump.
he's
He
showing
reinstated Kanye too. Did you see that?
he's showing good faith. I'm
Where's
reenacting.
Nancy? Wait, I gotta blow you up, bro.
Listen, my prop master brought me a hammer, and then she was like, "Ugh, Paul, you got the wrong vodka, Paul. You got the wrong vodka. I wanted Newports. I smoke with the black. I, s-
She said Newport.
I
No,
smoke
wait,
with the
leave
black
our brand
smoke."
alone. Don't be giving that old bitch our brand.
Ma'am,
Oh
sorry, I
snap.
didn't mean to.
Elon, when I saw Elon, he was bringing in a sink. I'm like, what is this do? What are you doing, bro? Why are you bringing a sink in the Twitter headquarters? What's happening?
I think he was removing everything but the sink.
Gosh.
That was
So
a that was a
what do you think about Elon's takeover? Do you think we're gonna see actual changes, or do you think this was just a media moment?
I mean, I think he was saying from the beginning that that he was going to, like, if that deal went through, that he was probably going to do a major clean out. Now, I think that he chose the right people to start with, like start at the
Hmm.
top. That's any company when there's a buyout or something like that, never start at the bottom. You start at the top.
Hmm.
But um there is some talk, and I don't know what it's called. So they're in discussion with a Meta oversight board. They're offering to discuss moderation with Elon Musk, which I'm like, no, 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 no. Don't do any
Mm.
meetings with the Meta oversight board. Okay.
Mm.
The Meta oversight board, from what I know, is the board that Zuckerberg put in place for Facebook. And they're supposedly like a removed board. They're not like the board of trustees or directors or whatever, but they're
Mm.
people that they make the decisions about moderation.
Mm.
So if he takes a meeting about that, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah, I don't think you should do that. I think that's no, man. An
Yeah.
oversight board for what? It's social media. Let
Yeah.
people. It's social media, man. You don't like. It's like you're going to court for the public opinion of what
Hmm.
you said on social media, and now you need to answer to a board. No, that's dumb. I do agree with
Hmm.
you there. If he does this, this is a little weird. But what I did find interesting was Time put out an article saying that he plans to fire 75% of the workforce. I'm like, whoa. How are you
Hmm.
getting? Is that top and bottom, or is that just top? Are you just firing everybody at the top, or like? I don't think
I'm,
75% of the people should be fired because how
I
do we
think
know
so.
that everyone participated in the whole? I don't know. See, this is the part where I could be emotional too.
Uh-huh.
What about the people who didn't participate in any of the censorship and they actually did their job?
But dude, if you work at Twitter, you've got to be a major, like,
Do you
lib.
think so?
Yeah, you do.
Hmm.
I mean, think about it. Like, I don't really think they have like customer service positions and shit like that. Like
Hmm.
everything they have are like people that do like programming and weird shit like that. That's probably the
Hmm.
majority of their workforce. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
listen,
Okay, I can understand that. I
I
guess I can
really
see that.
I really don't care. I really don't care to give you the honest truth, because no, because a lot of people got silenced. They started that, and that shit was
Yeah.
wrong. And Elon did make a announcement that anyone suspended for minor or dubious reasons will be freed from Twitter jail. Um, what does this mean? GM temporarily suspends advertising on Twitter following Elon. So GM Motors is not advertising on Twitter. Um,
Really?
yeah,
Oh
temporarily.
gosh.
So I don't know what that means. Maybe they're working on a deal. But I don't know if this is a true statement. President Trump put out a message on Truth Social, and it says, "Congratulations to Elon Musk on the purchase of Twitter. Many people are saying that change was needed as the old management was too concerned with the woke agenda. I have been told that my account will be back up and running on Monday. We will see. Happy to be able to engage with the African American owned business." Oh, dang. He said African American owned business because Elon's from Africa.
Yeah. I saw somebody saying that.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, right? But this nigga is not black, bro. Somebody was like, well, black person now owns Twitter. And I'm like, bro, he's African American. He's not black, bro. Stop. Listen, I'm not going to rain on nobody's parade, bro. But I'm black, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That nigga's not black. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
He walked in with a sink. I did see that.
But
We'll
it shouldn't
see what
matter.
happens.
It doesn't matter. Like, again, if we're not gonna, if we don't want people to focus on race, that doesn't matter.
Shit, I do in terms of look. Kamala Harris ain't black either. She don't get to say she black. Nope.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I with certain people.
Hold up, because I gotta share something with you real quick. Hold up. This shit. See, people. Listen, I tell you what. The internet be fucking. Look at this. Damati put breaking. Just released mugshot of Paul Pelosi's assailant. Reports have shown that the attacker yelled, "This is MAGA country." Listen. Follow Damati Felder.
What is that? Gay sex flung?
Oh, it says, oh yeah, somebody said gay sex fling. This is weird. Pelosi's assailant, David DePape, was in his underwear when police arrived, yanked the hammer from Paul Pelosi. So the rumors that it's a gay sex fling.
What if it was though? Like, what if she walked in and he was like about to get it in with this dude?
And she hit him with the hammer.
And
see, that would make sense. And she was like, "Get your dick out of Paul, damn it!"
Wait, this is like totally an episode of Scandal. They used to go and clean up stuff all the time. I'm just saying. What if they weren't getting it in? They're Democrat, Democrats, they do something strange for a piece of change,
It would make sense that Paul is part of that he's taking a swim in the alphabet soup. And Nancy comes in and he's
Nancy's old decrepit vagina.
Like, and Paul said, yeah.
Oh God. That's more likely than the official story. I'm just saying, bro. Come on. As you get there, he's attacking him. Come on, bro.
Dude, my kids could make up a better lie than that. Like, seriously. This shit sucks, dude.
Paul was getting some man, and Nancy was like, hell no. I support the gays in public, but you ain't about to be doing this. Oh, Paul was getting MAGA dick.
Dude, I love our people in the comments. Like, you guys are funny. Oh, damn.
Big Mike converted him. Ooh.
Maybe it was Big Mike.
Ew. You know what? Look, these rich people have everything they have ever wanted. And they do try some extreme things. So I would not put it. I wouldn't say that this is not something we should consider. Paul, is he younger than Nancy?
No, he's old. He's older.
Nancy ain't doing nothing sexual, bro. That man needs to relieve himself.
No, that shit done dried up a long time ago, man.
Just thinking about it.
Right. Maybe
Nancy.
Listen. Maybe Nancy was like, "Hey, Paul." Oh wait, hold on just a second. Hold on. Okay, maybe Nancy was like, "Hey, Paul, you think maybe tonight you can go down on me?" And Paul was like, "Fuck no!" And he was beating himself with the hammer. And he was like, hell no.
This is so gross. Nancy
My-
looks disgusting. I could not
my
imagine her
job.
doing.
Oh, my job's really stressful. And he said, I ain't going down. That shit's palauzi.
Ew.
That pussy is palauzi.
Okay, what is this? Apparently, the Pelosi attacker is a Canadian and in the U.S. illegally.
Oh, come on.
Oh, he's an illegal. Well, look, conservatives can use that and be like, hey, look, it's an illegal and they went to attack her home. Now what? See, this is when I would love for conservative media to highlight, like, he's an illegal, okay? And they're coming to our country and now they're attacking Nancy Pelosi. This is a travesty. Can you imagine how liberal media will react to that?
See, I don't even think we need to do that though, because this story is so freaking ridiculous that like I like that we're like making jokes about it instead. Like we're just making fun of it, like we did with Juicy. You know what I mean? Like we jumped straight to like the memes and we were clowning his ass. Even black people were clowning his ass.
You guys, it's flipping San Fran. Connect the dots. She put the rainbow flags. Yeah, you might have a point there.
Maybe.
It's his boyfriend, Rainbow Town. Paul Pelosi was getting mad. Nancy walked in and went berserk. And then she said, oh, shit. What am I going to do? And they probably paid him to shut the fuck up, too. I bet you they did. Look, just take this. You're not going to stay in jail forever. You'll probably get out and we'll pay you.
Yeah.
I can see that. That's logical. I think that's a logical explanation to all this. You
Mhm.
guys let us know in the chat. Just saying.
Dude,
Nancy was... he voted for Trump.
I love these theories. These theories are funny. Y'all are funny, man. Y'all got jokes.
Hammerhead sharking.
Yeah.
That's all we got for today, y'all.
That's
This
all
is a
we
fun
got.
show.
Do you guys have anything else you want us to talk about real quick? Just drop it in the chat.
Drop it in the chat. And also, make sure you guys send us trending news that you would like to hear our opinions on. And we will pick from a pool of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end of the show. It's got to be funny, though. Like, make it funny.
Yeah. And last but not least, I'm throwing up our Cash Apps up here because you guys, we are doing this as a job. So we would appreciate the support so that we can keep bringing you fire content. I mean, this hammer isn't cheap. You know, when I got to come through with the fire props for you guys. Do you think that this clown nose that I wear sometimes comes cheap?
I can't wait to go through that video and clip that part where you put on the nose. That was freaking hilarious. If y'all didn't catch that live, that was funny.
Yeah, but shout out to that girl. She was a good sport too, and she reached out to me in my DMs, and she was just like, "I didn't mean to be annoying you. Like, I truly had a lot of questions." So,
check SUNY because I shared an article saying Nancy wasn't there. She was there, man.
But you all just heard the police give the press conference.
She was there. Yeah, it doesn't really matter whether she was there or not. Honestly, shit.
Yeah,
the shit was funny.
Right.
Nothing is
really
cheap,
funny.
especially clown. Exactly.
Yeah, SUNY ain't making money on PayPal with her merch anymore. You know what I mean?
They cut the bag. That's messed up.
You straight had that shit on cue. you straight had that shit queued up. They cut the bag.
They cut the bag.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all, PayPal. Y'all racist. I'm black. My voice matters in this country. And you just told me, no, you can't make money.
Keep SUNY out of the employment line.
Oh God. She got props to pay y'all for it. Oh God.
Yeah, I got props to pay for. How much time do we have on this live?
We got about 10 minutes left.
Okay, 10 minutes left. Y'all drop your topics in here right now. Why does it seem like we've been here longer than an hour?
We've been here longer. We've been here in an hour 14. But we do have 10 minutes until the live runs out.
Oh, okay. Interesting theory. Remember how they spun why Tiger Woods' wife broke the window of his car while he was inside? I remember that.
Because there was a bitch in there.
Yep. There was a bitch in
He
that
was
car.
dipping his fun stick in the sugar and got caught. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Women are crazy, y'all. You ever
Yeah.
watch? You ever watch Snapped? You know, I'm gonna go watch I Am a Stalker when I get off here because I love those shows. And the majority of the stalkers are women, y'all. Women
Mm-hmm.
are
Women are crazy.
crazy,
Crazy.
crazy. Ugh. Color don't matter. It's the American flag they hate. Listen, let me use my skin color, okay? This is how you get through things in America. I'm black, and they censored a black person. That's it. I just lost my voice all of a sudden. I don't know why. It's really weird.
Somebody said, did you talk about NYC hiring fired employees due to the mandates? We didn't talk about it,
No.
but it's amazing.
Yeah, they're getting reinstated.
Well, are they getting reinstated, or they're getting reinstated and they're getting back pay, aren't they?
Yes, they do have to give them back pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I wondered like how big those checks are going to be.
Probably bigger than them damn COVID checks, making people stay home. What
Mhm.
were they called? Stimulus checks. That's what they're called.
Stimulus checks. Yeah, stimulus checks.
Predictions for
Yeah.
the midterms. Midterms. What are your predictions for the midterms?
Well, we already know Biden's obviously going to run.
Yeah.
So I heard it from people. If somebody's in California, verify this, but somebody said that Newsom told his people that if he wins governor, he's going to be committed to staying in California, which I'm now like, damn, I love my peeps in California, but maybe I hope he stays governor after all, because if he
Yeah.
doesn't, I think he's going to run for president. I think the DNC kind of has to prop up Biden, but if Newsom runs, they're obviously going to put a lot of support behind him, and he could
Yeah.
be a problem. He could be a problem even if Trump wins, or even if Trump runs, he could be some crazy competition for Trump.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to agree. I talked about this earlier in the year when they were pushing the idea of Newsom and what's her name? She's so irrelevant. Kamala Harris
Mm-hmm.
as a potential ticket. And they're also floating the idea of Trump and Richard Grenell. So, either way, guys, I'm just telling people voting Republican is your best option. I'm not going to tell you to vote Democrat, but I'm excited to see what happens. I really
Mm-hmm.
don't have any predictions because I feel it's far too early. I
Yeah.
don't have any predictions. I
I
usually
think
wait till closer to the, not even just last minute, but I wait until everybody has
mm-hmm.
made their intentions very clear.
Yeah, it's still a little too early. Matthew, I have not yet voted. My date to vote is November 7th because I don't like to go too early to vote. I like to do it on the last day or next to last day. So, and I do go in person. But California does do mail-in ballots, which is another problem for them. But I've been trying to tell all of my friends in California, please, 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 if you're going to fill out this mail-in ballot, don't mail it in, go drop it off at the very least and drop it off on the last day so that, if there's any funny business going on, it doesn't give them time.
Are you from California?
Yeah, I lived in California. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never know anything that's going on because my folks are there. A lot of my family's there. They don't ever talk about politics, like ever. I don't hear my dad talk about Newsom at all.
It's crazy because last time I was there were like billboards on the highway, commercials on TV when the recall for Newsom was going on. So it really surprised me that he didn't get recalled. And people were like, "Oh, that's because there's fraud." And I don't think that's it. I think it's because people
No.
didn't show up to vote.
Yeah, I was talking to Pastor Brian, and there was someone else I was speaking to in regards to the voter turnout. Oh, A-Rod. Shout out to A-Rod. Lexit. I love Lexit. Nobody showed up to vote. Bottom line. There was not enough people on the opposing side to come vote. Like nobody
sad.
did their job. So it's actually your fault, constituents. Let's not blame fraud. You did it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not sorry.
Yeah. And see, and this is the consensus. Like Patty says, California here, we want Newsom out. That's what I hear from everybody. But then, Patty, nobody's going to the polls, or they're all using this mail-in ballot, and there's some funny business going on, But we can't say that. I'll go over on Twitter and say it now because, by the way, I tested Twitter. I do have a Twitter. I do have a Twitter now, so follow me on Twitter at Let's Talk Darling. But I went on Twitter and I posted. I'm like, so I heard we have freedom of speech now, and I like posted all this crazy shit on there to see what would happen. And my account's still there. So
Twitter is not too bad. I've said some very choice things on Twitter, and I haven't gotten banned. So
yeah,
it's not bad.
But yeah, please, you guys, make time to go vote. Like, it's so important, even if you don't know who to vote for, but you know, just vote red. Don't vote for this Democrat stuff anymore. It's not.
Vote in person, please, guys. Vote in person.
California mail-in ballots are only counted if the race is close. What?
I've never even heard that.
What, Tom? They only use them as like a tiebreaker? What do you mean? Yeah, vote in person.
Who's Tom Whitaker?
I don't know.
I'm about to look that up.
Tom, your name sounds so familiar. It's because Jason Whitaker that we think about. Tom, who you is? Just joking. Just joking. No, but that's crazy. If that's true, that's crazy.
Well, then that would really throw out the ridiculous narrative that mail-in. I mean, that would completely debunk mail-in voting being a way for them to cheat, right? Or would that embolden it? Am I thinking about it wrong?
Yeah, I would think so. What? I work for auditor that? Truth. I'm confused. What was I going to say just now? Somebody just reminded me of something. Oh, I get nervous here in Texas because everywhere I drive, I see a damn Beto sign, and I've only seen like twice areas with Abbott. And let me get this out here. I'm not an Abbott fan, to be real with you. I mean, I don't think he's the most terrible governor, but he's what we have because people didn't show up in the primaries to vote for Allen West, which is who I think should have gotten the win. But anyways, it is what it is. So I got to vote for Abbott. But I swear to you, it makes me nervous seeing all these Beto signs. And then he's been up at the black churches, the mega churches. He's really working
Texas is kind of liberal now, isn't it? In certain parts.
Well, because, I mean, people will say it's because all the Californians are moving here. But see, like that to me, I'm like, why would they move here and then vote the same way to turn it into the shithole they just came from?
That's a question that many people have been asking, and it does not make sense why they vote the way they do. It doesn't make sense. Big cities, yes. Texas turning purple. Wow.
Did you hear that activists can stake out ballot? Okay, so you guys, here's the thing about this. They are abiding the law. They're staying within the certain distance that they need to stay of the post office, and they have every right to be there to make sure that democracy is upheld. That's their right. And in Arizona, they can carry guns. They're not doing anything illegal. So these guys are sitting in parking lots and they're watching the ballot boxes. I say good for them.
Yeah, why not? Especially with what happened this election, you should want people sitting at the ballot boxes. Whether, I don't know, I think it shouldn't matter if they're conservative or liberal, because every conservative isn't good and every liberal isn't bad. So we got to get away from the liberal, not liberal, but the like tribal mindset of, oh, this could possibly go bad, because not everybody's bad, man. There's a few apples. There's a few bad apples. I think the majority of people are good people.
Yeah. And
there are people with nefarious intentions, but can't be afraid of that.
Facts.
Fetterman and Oz. Yeah, I don't pay attention to Oz and Fetterman because that's a menstrual show. Both sides menstrual shows.
But I'm sorry, Deborah, that's what you're stuck with.
Facts.
I mean,
PA went down.
You can thank Trump for that because he endorsed Oz.
He did. He should have endorsed Kathy Barnett.
Mhm.
Kathy Barnett was a savage, bro. She was calling everybody out on Twitter. Matter of fact, Elon, you better bring Kathy Barnett back, bro. Because they censored her like crazy on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Yep. California gubernatorial debate was horrible. I haven't even
It was
seen any.
horrible. I didn't either.
I didn't see that.
Did you have to go in person?
No, they should have live streamed it, I think.
Interesting.
Man. Where are we at on time? Do we have to start closing it out?
Yes, we do.
All right. Guys, I'm going to give my channels. Make sure to subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit the notifications bell button so you get notified when I go live. Follow me on Instagram. Now you can follow me on Twitter. My website is letstalkdarling.com. I'm Let's Talk Darling everywhere except for TikTok. I think I'm Let's Talk Darling 1 because somebody else had the name. But
Do
yeah.
you actually have a name on there now? Because before it was a bunch of numbers.
It said like user something. I don't know, dude. They listen, my shit on TikTok has gone viral. Okay. I don't know why, because I don't even post like any original content. I'm just posting clips.
Yeah.
But still, I'm posting fire clips on there and it's gone viral. Like I wish I was monetized. I'm close to 1,000 followers, Suni. Let me just see where I'm at right now because
Ooh.
we gonna be close to going live on the top. Oh, somebody just followed me. Oh my god, on Twitter.
Bro. Where are all these blue check marks coming from?
From where on your Instagram?
Yeah.
The Jews?
Weird. Said the Jews.
Okay, I'm at 892 followers on Twitter. So
Run it up. She only needs 200 people.
run it up. Okay, you guys can't see this shit. Wait, I hate this shit. Hold on. Where's my remote control to get this shit close?
Or you can just have long arms like me.
No, dude, because my camera's so far away. Why is it blurry? What the heck? All right.
My
We're not
account went crazy with reports after your Jew lives. Hey, man. The Jews are my friends. Except for the Zionist Jews. America's more important.
Let me see if the Jews are following me. You know, I'm gonna be upset. If I
I'm upset.
if I don't have blue check marks in my shit, damn
It's
it.
really weird, man. Just saying. It's really strange.
Why are y'all following Sudi and not me?
Because I'm more controversial than you, bro. People are attracted to polarizing, controversial people.
I'm
Mo, you're-
polarizing. Am I
you
too
are
nice? I'm too nice.
You are nice. Yes.
Well, you know, maybe I need to toughen up a little bit.
Where's Nancy?
If you don't follow me, you're getting the hammer.
Excuse me. Hey, Ben Shapiro, before we go, man,
Thanks, Giles.
because I know people have told you to watch me. Listen, I'm sorry, but screaming racist, sexist, Islamophobes to anyone who disagrees with you is dumb. Do I hear someone criticize Israel or Jews, right? And then you say, that's anti-Semitic. Shut your punk ass up, bro. This was the funniest meme ever.
And he still hasn't said anything.
Cause look, I'm all blurry. Whatever.
Yeah.
We about to end
Blur.
anyway.
You blurry.
Mo zooming with her Nokia. Ooh, they clowning you in the chat.
Oh no, I don't have a Nokia. Hey, what is this camera? What brand is this camera? I gotta flex really quick on these people.
So, what's the brand?
What is it? Is it a Y'all are about to find out. You know what? Y'all think I'm playing right now because I got some expensive ass shit. Let me just flex real quick. This is a Shure mic.
Ooh, look, y'all got Mo.
This is a
She
Shure
going
mic.
crazy over
You know
there.
how it goes. What is it? Oh, it's a Logitech camera. Okay. PTZ Pro. The shit. It's expensive. Okay. You can't find this in your local Best Buy. Y'all can't find this in your local
She
Best
grabbed
Buy.
the mic. It's expensive.
Right. This shit's expensive. Okay.
Oh snap!
Say no.
Y'all
Bridgie
should
did
have Anomaly
shit.
on. Yeah, I know some folks that know Anomaly. Listen, we're gonna have people that hop on with us. If you tune in this Wednesday on Instagram, we're gonna have a dope live with a guy
Yes.
who is detransitioning.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna be at
Wednesday.
7 p.m. East. No, Central. See, I can't do the Central time.
Okay, so if it's 7 p.m. Central Time, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, so 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
Please make sure you guys tune into that, and that'll be on Instagram. You can watch that, no problem.
Yeah. Do you guys know what a
But yeah,
detransitioner is? It's somebody who, so this is a guy who was born a guy and transitioned to a woman, and then he reversed it. So we're going to have him on to talk about that experience.
yeah, and I
How
got
about
hella
that?
questions because
Yeah.
people love to be on my butt for being homophobe.
Right.
But hopefully, you see, I don't know whether okay, I said it. I'm so sorry if you're watching this,
He's
okay?
a
I'm not
guy.
calling you
He's a
it.
guy.
Okay. So it was born a natural man. So he. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've never met a detransitioner, so I hope he can shed a lot of light on this entire thing. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
hope
met him
so.
in person. And he says to me, "Do you know Brandon Tatum?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do know Brandon Tatum." And he was like, "Can you help me get an interview with him?" Well, Brandon's been really busy and hasn't connected with him for an interview. So I'm like, "I want to do an interview with you." But he literally like lifted up his shirt in the restaurant that we were in to show me the scars from his detransitioning surgery from getting his breast removed. Because
Damn.
he had breasts put on and then had them taken off. So
Damn. That's crazy.
yeah, so that's gonna
But
be a
yeah,
hot show.
we're gonna bring other people on too. This is just somewhere in the middle. This is me and Mo's show where we get on here to discuss things. Because people always I don't know, I think people fall more in the middle on a lot of topics than they do on the extreme sides. Like there are a lot of things that I fall in the middle on, but there's a crap ton of things that I'm very extreme on, and I don't hide that. Don't
Yeah.
hide it.
My TikTok name is Let's Talk Darling 1 or user 1968455. I don't fucking know. But it's Let's Talk Darling 1. Suni follows me, so if you follow Suni,
Yeah, I share her stuff, so you should see it.
yeah. So
Free ideas. Hey, y'all, help. Please help my videos go viral, bro. Like, please.
mm-hmm.
I can't go viral because I'm in Japan. And only Japanese people see my shit and they're like, oh, this is a black American lady. And I don't know what she's saying anyway. So let's keep scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to be on TikTok. I'm going to hop over to TikTok and go live with a few of my buddies and sit and talk about, I don't know, whatever they're talking about. But thanks for tuning in with us. Appreciate the support. Please tune in on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll be back on Friday, same time, on time, not color people time, with some more trending and awesome topics.
Yep. Thanks guys for watching.
Well,
Do I hit the end button? You hit